This is hands down the saddest Hamilton track on the whole track list of all the. That's like what, 45 songs there. Oh my gosh! When I heard this for the first time, I legit like I didn't know the storyline essentially. Like I didn't really know the Hamilton actual storyline of the actual history or the storyline of the musical, because I listened to all the songs first before I went and watched the actual musical on Disney Plus, which you can see by the way on Patreon. But point being, dude, when I heard this, I had no clue what was about to happen, and I was like literally about to like start crying on camera, and it was like I was like, shoot, this is so sad. That being said, I want to go through again and kind of go through some of my favorite tracks from Hamilton, because I haven't heard it in a while, and there's so much music out there. There's so much good music. I don't have the time to go and listen to all of it as much as I'd like to. So I kind of wanted to take the time to go back to Hamilton, a couple of the songs, obviously not all of them, but just go back and kind of revisit some of them. But that being said, if you'd like to see my full Hamilton reaction to the actual musical, it's on Patreon right now. You can go check that out, as well as so much more Hamilton stuff. I originally started my Patreon back about 2 years ago because of Hamilton. Now there's so much more stuff on there, including Tick Tick Boom and Encanto, and so much music stuff and music documentaries. But that being said, there's a lot of extra Hamilton stuff because I actually started because of Hamilton 2 years ago. Let's get right into this. It's Quiet Uptown. It's been a while since I've heard it, and I should have brought a box of tissues, man.
There are moments that the words don't reach. There is suffering too terrible to name. You hold your child as tight as you can and push away the unimaginable. The moments when you're in so deep, it feels easier to just swim down. The Hamiltons move uptown and learn to live with the unimaginable.
I gotta say, hearing this again, now this has been, I don't know how many times I've heard this at this point, a couple of times at this point. It's really interesting just to hear the whole build of the song, because like there's so many different aspects of music that we listen to, whether it be the instrumental, whether it be the lyrics, whether it be just the emotional feel, whether it be the storyline, whether it be word for word. There's so many things that make up a song, right? What I'm finding really interesting here is just the dynamic build of the song. We start with that like piano, I think it was piano riff, right? Let me just see really quick. Yeah, that piano riff that starts it off. And then we go in from that, and slowly, as the singers come in, as Philippa comes in, and one, I want to talk about her voice. First of all, obviously she has an insane voice. Second of all, what's really interesting is the production of the voice. I'm actually surprised to hear as much reverb as we do. It's not a lot of reverb at all. It's a minimal amount, but I'm surprised that we can even hear it to some degree in general. I've been noticing more and more, and just music in general, that we're actually going away from a lot of reverb on vocals and more of like these direct centered what's called dry vocals, not a lot of reverb or echo, but you're actually able to hear a good amount here, which I'm surprised at. It's cool. I personally like it. I think it's a cool vibe, but it's interesting just to see where music is going. That being said, it's cool to see also the dynamic build of this song so far. Like, first of all, the tremendously sad lyrics, unbelievable, but or it's unimaginable, I guess would be a better phrase. But the slow build of this song, like just that piano riff, then her vocal, then the single notes on the guitar, then the bass, then all these things, then the layered vocals, like it builds slowly, so it like slowly draws you in as a listener.
In the garden, I walk alone to the store, and it's quiet uptown. I never liked the quiet before. I take the children to church on Sunday, a sign of the cross at the door, and I pray. That never used to happen before.
If you see him in the street, walking by himself, talking to himself, have pity.
Philip, you would like it uptown. It's quiet uptown.
He is working through the unimaginable.
Everything about this so far, every time I hear stuff like this, one, the writing that Lin-Manuel had for this is just remarkable. Like, he is an incredible writer. The way he's able to tell this story, the rhyme schemes. I can never get over how talented he is, and also just in general artists that write like this, these historical storylines, even fake, even if it was fiction, the storylines that they're able to create is unbelievable. To put it in song, with just the ways of the words and the way that they structure the words and rhyme, but also tell the story, blows my mind. Even the details of the details of it, like the details of the sign of the cross at the door, like walking uptown with the kids, like so many details are remarkable. It honestly blows my mind. Again, let's talk about the vocals, man. I think the reason that you feel so much in this is because of how the artists, the singers, deliver it. Like, man, you can hear the strain in his voice, like he's about to cry, even though he's not the real Hamilton. It makes you believe he is. Like, you ever hear, I don't know, this might be a reference you might understand, like with the new Spider-Man movies, hear me out. New Spider-Man movies came out, and in the most recent one, they had all three Spider-Men, like the originals. It was like the original one from like 2001, then Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and drawing a blank on the third guy's name. But the point being, Tom Holland. But the point being, like, is like all these memes came up of, like, you know, for me, for example, my generation, that Tobey Maguire is my Spider-Man, right? Like, to some degree, Lin-Manuel Miranda is my Hamilton. Like, anybody that plays Hamilton, even to the real Hamilton, like, he's my Hamilton. You know what I mean? So, like, because he makes you believe it. You're feeling everything he's saying. It's remarkable. Like, every word, it's like you really believe it. I'm like, I forget that he's not really the real person.
Hair is gone gray. He passes every day.
Like, even the detail of his hair going gray.
You knock me out, I fall apart.
Can you imagine?
Look at where we are. Look
Tension.
at where we started. I know I don't deserve you, Eliza, but hear me out, that would be enough. If I could spare his life.
Like, do you hear the tension in his voice? Like, it literally sounds like he's about to cry. Like, the selling points of this, like, he is the fact that, like, you really believe every word he's saying, even though he's not really that character, and that's what makes for good acting and good singing.
If I could trade his life for mine, he'd be standing here right now, and you would smile, and that would be enough. I don't pretend to know
A little bit of a reprise.
the challenges we're facing. I know there's no replacing what we've lost, and you need time. But I'm not afraid. I know who I married. Just let me stay here by your side. That would be enough.
What I love in this song is, in the despair, there's also hope. Like he's still reaching out. Like, after all that's gone on between him and his marriage and his family, like, there's still this hope in all the pain, and the beauty from the ashes is a term that, as they say, it's remarkable, to be honest.
If you see him in the street, walking by your side, talking by your
Hear that
side,
bass?
have pity.
Eliza,
Heavy
do you
bass.
like it uptown? It's quiet uptown.
It's so
He's
full.
trying to do the unimaginable. See them walking in the park, long after dark, taking in the sights of the city.
Look around, Eliza.
They are trying to do the unimaginable. There are moments
Do you hear how many harmonies are going on in there, too? Like, it's not just the main vocal, it's the harmonies, the layers, how they're panned, how they're fit. Everything layers into this whole, like, choir of just feeling, man.
the words don't reach. There's a
Wow, hold on a sec. You that dissonance?
imaginable. There are moments that the words don't reach. There's a grace to
That's an interesting, that bass in that note right
There are
there.
moments that the words don't reach. There's a grace too powerful to name. We push away what we can never understand. We push away the unimaginable. They are standing in the garden, Alexander by Eliza's side. She takes his hand. It's quiet uptown.
beauty of the song is it's unimaginable, man. Man, every time I hear it, the tragedy to the beauty to the pain and hurt to the love and forgiveness is just so it's phenomenal, man.
Can you imagine forgiveness?
That's amazing.
Can you imagine if you see him in the street?
Nice, that same melody on the guitar now.
Side, talking by your side, have pity. They are going through the unimaginable.
I don't know how you even continue it along with the musical after this, man. It's insane.